When assumptions of perfect competition do not hold, then firms operate under imperfect competition. In imperfect competition, product differentiation can occur, and a firm has control over the price of a product. Monopolistic competition is a type of imperfect competition, and monopolies are on one extreme of the spectrum. Monopolies are when market structure has only one firm controlling all or most of the market. Market share is the proportion of total sales that this firm has. The larger the market share a firm has, the more market power it can operate. Market power is the ability of a firm to raise the price of a product and not lose sales in the process. An example of monopoly is Intel. Intel controls 99% of computer service chips according to IDC. This means they're able to control the price of products and also control entry into the market itself. The fundamental cause of monopolies is barriers to entry. There are four main sources of barriers to entry. Key resource being owned by only one firm. Government giving a single firm exclusive right to produce. Or a firm being able to gain control of other firms. Or finally, cost of production is so high that a single producer is more effective than many producers. Average revenue always equals the price of a good, even for monopolies. Marginal revenue is the amount of revenue that a firm receives for every additional unit of output. For example, a firm selling burgers sells 3 burgers for €2.40, but sells 4 burgers for €2.80. Marginal revenue is €2.80 minus €2.40, which is 40 cents. Marginal revenue is always lower than the price of a good due to the sloping demand curve. Marginal cost is the cost added by producing an additional unit of product. If marginal cost is larger than marginal revenue, a monopoly can reduce production to maximise profits. If market cost is less than marginal revenue, a monopoly can sell more units to maximise profits. For competitive firms, price is equal to market revenue is equal to market cost, but for monopolies, price is greater than marginal revenue, which equals product cost. There is a welfare cost for monopolies. High prices make monopolies undesirable for consumers, but high profits make monopolies desirable for owners. A deadweight loss is also likely in monopolies. Deadweight loss is the loss to society as a result of market inefficiencies, when supply and demand are out of equilibrium. Deadweight loss places a wedge between consumers and willingness to pay, as monopolies charge a price above marginal cost.
Price discrimination. When a firm tries to sell the same good to different customers for different prices. The firm knows how much each customer is willing to pay and then charges them on that basis. An example of this would be cinema tickets. They charge different prices for adults, children, teenagers and senior citizens. Public policy towards monopolies. The government can respond to monopolies in 3 different ways. Number 1. By trying to make the industry more competitive. Every country in Europe has a competitive authority to try and promote competition. Number 2. By regulating the monopoly's behaviour. An example of this is when the government supervises acquisitions and joint ventures. Number 3. By turning some private monopolies into public enterprises. In this case, the government runs the monopoly. This is very common amongst European countries where the government operates utilities, for example the ESB.